winter hardy, they need extra protection. So this is a great way for having that look all year round.
Yeah.
Outside or inside.
Obviously, it's indoors, outdoors. And the agave, I know you can actually get natural sugar from it, can't you, from the plant?
You can make tequila from it as well.
You can make tequila from it.
You
I know
would
you
think
know
that.
that.
You would.
But not from this one.
Not a drop.
This is really suitable for outdoors and indoors, I suppose.
Yeah, indoors, outdoors. If the weather becomes really, really, you know, in the depths of winter, I would bring it inside, or take it out of really inclement weather. But the beautiful thing about this is you can wipe it clean, you can give it a hose, and you are ready to go. And it comes in its own black pot. It looks fantastic. I just want to show you what it looks like.
I would put it in a nice pot.
Look at this beautiful pot that we've got, this terracotta.
Yes.
I'm just resting it. Obviously, you could plant it up, but look how fabulous it looks in there. That is gorgeous.
I love how it's even got
striking.
the detail of the older kind of leaf stumps.
I know, on the bottom.
Yeah, because, you know, these type of plants, when they grow upwards, the kind of lower leaves kind of die away and they often get cut off, and that's exactly the look you've got there.
Exactly. So it looks amazing. You've got something that actually would take a long time to grow like this, and a lot of patience. And I know lots of people have this as a main feature in a garden. They might have it in the middle of a bed with everything growing around it. You can put this in your beds, you can put this in your garden. And the great thing is you can move it in a conservatory, in a hallway, in a kitchen. It would look great if you've got the space to put it in there.
I guess it just needs a dusting from time to time. That's
dusting.
it, easy maintenance.
What about the mixture of real and faux in a garden? Is that...
Well, real and faux really works, because sometimes it's a good idea to go for faux if you have got, you know, pets in the garden, kids that are going to upheave your plants. But also, faux is a great way to kind of have an instant garden as well. Perhaps you're impatient, perhaps you're on a new build, perhaps you want to get a garden established, but you just haven't had time yet. So you can always use faux and kind of use it as a jigsaw garden and kind of replace it from time to time as you get the new plants in place as well.
Yeah,
so
I like
great
that
for
idea.
anybody that's impatient or anybody that hasn't got time for plants as well.
Yeah, and also I like your idea that you can move it. I like the idea that you can take it from inside to outside,
or
maybe
from
a
house to house when
conservatory,
you move
house
as
to
well.
house, exactly. Yeah. That's the great thing about faux. And, you know, the agave plant is very, very popular, and as you said, can take a long time to grow, can be, you know, a little bit harder to keep. With this, you've got that whole wonderful bloom, as it were, all year round, which looks fantastic. I love the fact they've made it so big. I've popped it now into... We've got this planter coming up later on today. This is the planter that looks like it's woven, but it's actually made of a like a clay type material that's suitable to go outside. How cool is that?
Yeah. So this is all that desert sunset vibe, isn't it? That kind of Aztec look.
Yeah,
I feel like I've gone to California or something.
Yeah.
And by the way, you've got 2 easy payments on this, and of course you've got a 60-day money-back guarantee. So if you're thinking, I don't know, will that go with the real plants? Will it be nicer indoors? Will it be nicer outdoors? You've got 2 months to try it out, and if you're not happy, we'll come to your address and we'll pick it up and give you a full refund. Now, that's a pretty good offer, and it's one of these sort of things that you might be, I'm not sure about, so you only need to pay for half of it and then put it to the test. And actually, Jill, I mean, you try lots of things in your garden, and it's amazing how these just settle in like that and just become yours.
And the beautiful thing about QVC, which we all love and why we all are such good customers with them, is that you can try it out, and if you find it doesn't fit, then you can return it. But I know you're going to love it once you get it home. If you're somebody that loves the agave, you're going to absolutely love it, because it's so realistic.
We've got all sorts of fabulous things, and all our things at the moment have a 60-day money-back guarantee or more. We've also got a rather special wind spinner. It's kind of got like an owl with the tree of life.
I mean, this is stunning. We've seen lots of different wind spinners this year. I think this one is probably one of the most eye-catching, because you've got that really wonderful, well, it's like almost like a golden colour to it, but it's also got through it is thread, is almost like a sparkle, so it really catches the light. You've got that tree of life in the centre, you've got the marble eyes, and although I've obviously got it on a turner here, just because obviously there's no breeze inside, this needs very little breeze to turn. So you're going to catch the daylight, you're going to catch the moonlight, you're going to catch the drops of rain on it, because it's weather resistant to stay outside, and that lovely colour on that stainless steel is weather resistant. It's going to really show off globules of rain, which we are getting quite a bit of.
So if you go inside, just inside a window, and get the breeze through the window as well.
Perfect. Nice. So just to show you when it arrives, it actually comes flat packed, but very, very easy to put together. So this is how it'll arrive. It comes with its hook ready to go, so you can put it on there, and you'll see that it's flat, almost like a disc, if you like. You can see actually when I show you there all the glitter that's been infused through this, which gives it such a lovely effect when the daylight and sunlight catches it. Now, all you do, you actually hang it up. I'm going to turn this one off just to show you, because it's really easy. You hang it up. or you get somebody to hold it. Now, because it's got a hook in the bottom, if you've got other wind spinners, you can actually join them and they can move down. And literally, you tease it out. So you pull it round and you can have it. That one I've made almost into a circle. If you only want it to be a little bit, you can pull it and tease it as much as you want.
I feel nervous about doing that.
No, it's quite therapeutic, I have to say. It's really easy to do. And then I'm just going to put this back on just to show you. That one's slightly smaller, so it gives a different effect.
Oh, it gives us kind of faster
more
ripple.
of a chunky effect on that one. So they're really pretty, and because you've got the marble
eyes... It's almost
eyes,
electric, isn't it? It's like it lights up like neon.
I know. And it's got this really fabulous feel to it. The Tree of Life, such a symbolic symbol there that lots of people can relate to. And the whole fact that the owl, people love owls, don't they?
Yeah, owls are
something
very collectible.
Very collectible, and something just really, you know, wise and something we all love about an owl, I think.
It's also nice to have movement in a garden, which is a key garden design principle, isn't it? To have a little bit of thing that gives a bit of movement, and that is just perfect.
Yeah, and so you're obviously getting the one, but if you've bought other wind spinners, they all work in the same way, and you can hook them so you can actually end up, if you've got a longer area that you want to, you know, have a display that drops down, you can do that. It's 18 centimetres, the single owl on its own. I'm just going to take this one off, let that one spin. And, you know, as you said, Michael, you might want to put this on a hook. If you've got a nice insert in your window, you can actually hang this at the window, and that will catch the breeze. And it's very, very effective.
It's a lot easier than the owl we've got in our garden. Shall I show you? I'll show you. So we had a tree stump, OK, because we cut down a tree and we thought we'd convert it into an owl. You can do, but it takes a lot, and you need to be nifty with a chainsaw. But that's pretty good, isn't it?
That is pretty good.
We do like owls.
We do love owls.
I didn't do that myself.
I believed you then. If you told me you had, I would have believed you. But, I mean, something like this is a lovely gift. It's a beautiful addition, inside or outside, weather resistant, so it can go outside. It's just got the lovely the Tree of Life in the centre.
The light on it.
And
there's no light on it. It's just reflecting the light.
And it's because it's got that infusion of almost like a glitter, which you can't really see, but it really highlights the colour.
Do you know,
it's a lovely bronze effect.
That's at least 2 cups of tea worth just staring at that, isn't it?
I think I could find things out from you if you look into my eyes.
Oh, it's like the Jungle Book. Brilliant, isn't it?
Even when it's not moving, it's a nice 3D sculpture in itself. Isn't it?
And the great thing is that it actually just keeps turning because it's got that special
hook.
And
that's what these guys do. They really put the right sort of attachments on, because sometimes if you don't do that, it spins one way, then spins the other way. This one just continues to move, which is love.
Yeah.
Oh, all sorts in store. By the way, we've got our ducks. Now, the ducks are very, very popular, and there are 2 different ones. There's a looking down and there's a looking up.
Yeah, exactly. These are absolutely gorgeous. Home to garden at its best, really, because they are crafted pieces of artwork. So I've got the one looking up here, which they both got the lovely orange padded feet that we love and relate to the ducks. I mean, there's something about ducks. We all, from a very early age, we take our children along to feed the ducks. We love to see the ducks. There's nothing greater than when you see a duck family and the little ducklings following behind. Now you can have the ducks in your garden, and they won't eat any bread, although I know you're not supposed to feed the birds bread, really. But they
won't make any mess.
They won't make any mess. They won't make any noise. But you can have this beautiful sculpture. So the one looking up here has got the slight pink edge to the tinge to the tails. You've still got those big padded feet that we love with the ducks. Yeah. Great detail on here, hand-painted.
Natasha got this one. She gave it a 5-star review. She thought it was lovely.
I'm not surprised because the detail is fantastic. It's a piece of artwork because it's all been sculptured. You've got even down to all the, you know, the feathers, all the detail on the feathers. The one over by you is the one looking down, Simon.
That's almost different colourings, isn't it?
Yeah, different colourings.
Well, the colouring here is not so much blue on the tail, more green.
Yeah.
But it's the texture of these upper feathers and the smoothness of the wing feathers and how they're all very individual and individually welded on.
Yeah, so it's handcrafted, which is fantastic. And you're right, you've got the different textures on there, from the feathers to the back where they're smooth, and you've got this lovely ridging on the neck. You've got the colours that's been hand applied on there to give the colour. It's a really lovely, gorgeous piece. Inside or outside, definitely, I think, for the garden. Yeah. I mean, a pair is lovely because you've got the 2 that look different, but individually on their own, they're going to make a statement on their own.
To secure them, if you've got a windy spot, a lot of people just use one tent peg.
A little tent peg, yeah, a little peg that you've got. You can secure secure them into the lawn, which is going to look lovely if they're in.
Yeah.
And again, you can move them around the garden.
I do that.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids are a little bit older now, but
when they were
younger, you move them round. Oh, look, the ducks moved.
I know. We used to do that with different things.
That as well when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's moved in the night.
Yeah.
And children, you know, they love that kind of thing, don't they? And they, you know, they can, because although it's a sculpture and an art piece of artwork, they can actually enjoy, you know, if children are out with their teddies or having a teddy bear picnic, they can have the ducks come along because they're pretty robust, I have to say.
I used to collect ducks. Every country I went to in the world, I got a wooden duck from.
Oh, really?
But my wife got a bit bored with all these wooden ducks. And I'm just thinking, I never got a metal duck.
You never got a metal duck?
Never got a
there
metal
you go.
duck.
You can now have your very own metal duck, which is beautifully... I mean, the colours on them are very vibrant. They're beautiful. You can see there the details on there. And, you know, they're individual. So whether you go for the one looking down, whether you go for the one looking up, whether you go for the pair, they're very individual. And they've got a really lovely statement piece that you're going to add to your garden.
Love them. I think they are great. There's only one review, but it is a 5-star review, and I think people use them for filling in spaces. You know, when maybe the spring flowers are gone before the summer one comes up, you can, because they're so full of colour. A lot of people, I'm sure, are using them indoors too.
Yeah, I think so. And because they're a nice height, because the one looking up is 36 centimetres, the one looking down is 33. So they're a nice kind of height to have in your garden to add a little bit of something different.
Absolutely. But balcony too.
Yeah,
even on a tabletop.
Tables,
they're not too big. They wouldn't go on a tabletop, as you see there. So.
Now, we've got all sorts of wonderful things for your garden, including some beautiful plants. Now, Hayloft have a lovely selection. This is the rose lily grass, and actually, it's a beautiful plant to just kind of fill in little spots, especially in rockeries, isn't it?
This is a really cute little miniature plant. You're getting a mixture of colours. They're only 6 inches tall, but they pack a punch with a lovely fragrance and a lovely grassy look. These are really useful for dry soils in sun or shade as well. Perfect for the rockery or little tiny pots on the patio or even window boxes. Really distinctive plant.
For those people who meant to do the hanging baskets, never quite got around to it, ta-da! We've got the perfect solution. There's still time, because what you need to do is tap the app and this will turn up. Pretty much like this. All planted, all ready to go. You just hang them up and water them.
But this is a very special cottage garden vibe. So this has been planted by hand from the team at Hayloft. And what you've got is a really distinctive, colour-coordinated collection. Everyone will be different, but all the planning, all the planting's been done for you. All you do, lift it out of the box and hang it up. Couldn't be easier.
Wow.
It's great, isn't it?
That is a great
instant
price for an
turnkey
instant.
solution. I know. Everything you need, all
Amazing.
done, all planted and everything.
Might have to get one of those.
Talking about everything being done, you're going to tell us about our today's special value. Now, this is stunning, isn't it, Jill?
It is absolutely beautiful. At just under 6 foot tall, it's a beautiful lamppost with a glass crackle globe, and it's also got a planter. It's been so popular, I'm not surprised. It's very upscale, and it's a real statement piece for your garden.
It's a winner, and it's a real sparkler. But we've got all sorts of little sparklers here, including our Diamonique Design of the Month.